Welcome to NFL Blitz Talk, your go-to podcast for weekly game breakdowns, top plays, and hot takes from around the league. Let's dive into the action.
The 2025 NFL preseason kicked off, offering a first look at rookies and new acquisitions.
Reporters summarized key debuts from Week 1 of the preseason games.
Chargers defensive tackle Jamari Caldwell impressed with a sack and 4 tackles.
Undrafted cornerback Eric Rodgers intercepted 2 passes, including a pick six.
Saints quarterback Tyler Shough had a mixed performance, throwing both a touchdown and an interception.
Bears rookie receiver Luther Burden had 2 catches for 29 yards.
Dolphins rookie quarterback Quinn Ewers struggled in his debut, going 5 of 19 for 91 yards.
Steelers veterans Juan Thornhill and Brandon Eccles made impactful plays on defense.
Jaguars second overall pick Travis Hunter had a quiet debut, playing both offense and defense.
Broncos receiver Trent Sherfield Sr. stood out with 73 receiving yards and a touchdown.
49ers backup quarterback Mac Jones had a mixed performance, with a long completion and an interception.
Chiefs first-round pick Josh Simmons performed well at left tackle.
Cardinals backup quarterback Jacoby Brissett threw 2 touchdown passes.
Jets quarterback Justin Fields led a touchdown drive in his first possession.
Packers first-round pick Matthew Golden had 2 positive plays in limited action.
Titans cornerback Cameron Ward recovered from a slow start to lead a touchdown drive.
Philadelphia Eagles Pro Bowl left guard Landon Dickerson suffered an apparent right leg injury during Sunday night practice.
The injury occurred late in the 2-plus-hour open practice at Lincoln Financial Field.
Dickerson went down on a pass play where Jalen Hurts connected with Saquon Barkley.
The crowd of approximately 50,000 fell silent as Dickerson remained on the ground.
Teammates gathered around Dickerson as he stayed down for several minutes.
He was helped off the field, unable to put much weight on his right leg.
Dickerson then rode a cart back to the facilities.
Brett Toth replaced Dickerson in the lineup.
Dickerson appeared on Saturday's injury report with a knee injury and was limited in practice.
He was not listed on the injury report for Sunday.
At 26 years old, Dickerson is a key player on one of the National Football League's best offensive lines.
He was instrumental in Saquon Barkley's record-breaking 2024 season.
Barkley rushed for 504 yards, including playoffs, in that campaign.
Dickerson is one of 5 guards to make the Pro Bowl every year since 2022.
The other 4 are Joel Bitonio, Chris Lindstrom, Quentin Nelson, and Joe Thuney.
These players represent the Cleveland Browns, Atlanta Falcons, Indianapolis Colts, and Chicago Bears, respectively.
The New York Jets have activated defensive end Jermaine Johnson from the physically unable to perform list.
This move comes 11 months after Johnson ruptured his right Achilles tendon.
The activation means Johnson passed his physical and is cleared to practice with the team.
Coach Aaron Glenn has maintained that Johnson would be ready for the season opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Glenn stated last week that Johnson is going through the protocol of getting himself ready.
He also emphasized the team wants to ensure Johnson is available for the long haul.
Johnson was one of the Jets' 3 first-round picks in the 2022 National Football League draft.
He suffered his injury in a Week 2 victory over the Tennessee Titans in September 2023.
In 2023, Johnson had a breakout season with 7.5 sacks and a trip to the Pro Bowl.
His return bolsters a defensive line that has been without Quinnen Williams since July 31st.
Williams has been sidelined with a strained calf, but is nearing a return to practice.
He is expected to be out for 1 to 2 weeks.
The Jets have 2 joint practices scheduled with the New York Giants this week.
Their annual preseason game against the Giants is set for Saturday night.
The Jets hope to have both Johnson and Williams available for the start of the regular season.
Their presence will be crucial to the Jets' defensive success in 2024.
Titans running back Tyjae Spears is expected to be out for a few weeks with a high ankle sprain.
Head coach Brian Callahan confirmed this news on Sunday after Spears suffered the injury during Saturday night's preseason opener.
The injury occurred just before halftime when Spears caught a pass for a 13-yard gain.
He was seen leaving the locker room on crutches and wearing a walking boot on his right foot.
Callahan had hoped for a more balanced rushing attack this season, featuring both Spears and Tony Pollard.
Last season, Pollard had 260 carries, significantly more than Spears' 84.
As a rookie in 2023, Spears appeared in all 17 games, rushing for 453 yards and 2 touchdowns.
He also contributed to the passing game with 52 receptions for 385 yards and a touchdown.
Spears missed 5 games last season due to 2 concussions, an ankle sprain, and a hamstring injury.
He was expected to contribute more but was limited to 114 touches.
Callahan also provided updates on other players, including defensive tackle T'Vondre Sweat, who recently had his tonsils removed.
Sweat will join the team in Atlanta for joint practices with the Falcons this week.
Guard Blake Hance and center Lloyd Cushenberry III could also return to practice this week.
Cushenberry is currently on the physically unable to perform list due to an Achilles injury.
Rookie safety Kevin Winston Jr. has missed 4 consecutive practices for general maintenance.
Winston tore his anterior cruciate ligament in September but returned for training camp.
Detroit Lions safety Maurice Norris was at the team training facility on Sunday.
This is just 2 days after he was taken off the field in an ambulance during a preseason game against the Atlanta Falcons.
The Associated Press reported this information, citing a person familiar with the situation.
Norris was released from an Atlanta hospital and returned home on Saturday.
He shared a social media post the day after the injury, stating that he is okay.
Norris also thanked people for their support in the post.
He was in stable condition late Friday night, after being attended to by medical personnel for about 20 minutes.
He was then taken to an Atlanta hospital for further evaluation.
The 24-year-old Norris was injured with 14 minutes and 50 seconds left in the preseason game.
The injury occurred after he tackled Falcons running back Nathan Carter.
Norris hit Carter with his face mask, facing the running back's midsection.
His head snapped back after assisting on the tackle.
Players on both teams held hands and bowed their heads in prayer when play resumed.
Detroit coach Dan Campbell and Atlanta coach Raheem Morris decided not to finish the game.
Norris played in 2 regular season games and 1 playoff game as a rookie in 2024.
He earned a spot on the team as an undrafted free agent.
The Houston Texans have signed safety Jalen Mills to address depth concerns in their secondary.
This signing comes after safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson suffered a knee injury during practice.
While Gardner-Johnson is not expected to be out long-term, his Week 1 availability is uncertain.
The Texans also face uncertainty with safety Jimmy Ward, who was recently arrested for a second time.
Ward was first arrested in June on charges of assaulting a family member and impeding breath circulation.
His second arrest was due to violating his release order by testing positive for alcohol.
The National Football League is reviewing Ward's case under its personal conduct policy.
Texans general manager Nick Caserio and coach DeMeco Ryans are letting the legal process unfold.
Jalen Mills brings valuable experience to the Texans, having played 9 seasons in the National Football League.
He was drafted in the 7th round by the Philadelphia Eagles in 2016.
After 4 years with the Eagles, he signed a 4-year contract with the New England Patriots.
Mills spent last season with the New York Jets.
Throughout his career, Mills has played in 115 games, starting in 91 of them.
He has recorded 59 passes defended, 8 interceptions, and 450 tackles.
The addition of Mills provides the Texans with much-needed depth at the safety position.
His veteran presence will be beneficial to the team given the uncertainty surrounding their current safeties.
Jaguars kicker Cam Little successfully made a 70-yard field goal in their preseason game against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
This impressive kick occurred as the first half ended at Everbank Stadium on Saturday night.
While it would have been a record-breaking kick in a regular season game, it is still a remarkable feat.
Little admitted to having some doubt, but his training camp experience gave him confidence.
He had practiced long field goals, including some from 60 and even 65 yards.
The kick cleared the crossbar with several yards to spare, exceeding Justin Tucker's current record of 66 yards.
According to the Elias Sports Bureau, there have been 8 unsuccessful attempts from 70 yards or more in the Super Bowl era.
Little celebrated enthusiastically, pumping his fists in the air after the kick.
Holder Logan Cook and other teammates joined in the celebration, congratulating Little on his accomplishment.
Jaguars coach Liam Cohen expressed his excitement about the impressive kick.
Little, a 6th-round pick from Arkansas in 2024, had a successful rookie season, making 27 of 29 field goal attempts.
He also made 5 of 6 attempts from 50 yards or more, including a 59-yarder tying the franchise record.
When Cohen called a timeout with 1 second remaining, he checked with Little about attempting the 70-yard kick.
Both Little and Cook were eager to attempt the kick, and with the adrenaline pumping, they executed it perfectly.
Little, who kept the football as a souvenir, mentioned he did not actually see the ball go over the crossbar.
He explained that his height sometimes makes it difficult to see over the offensive lineman, but he knew it was a good kick from Cook. His reaction.
CeeDee Lamb was penalized after colliding with a referee on the sideline during the Cowboys' preseason game against the Rams.
Lamb was not playing in the game but was standing on the white sideline area reserved for officials.
He was anticipating a big play and celebrating prematurely when side judge Anthony Jeffries ran into him.
Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer acknowledged the incident and emphasized the need for better awareness.
The Cowboys received a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for Lamb's position.
The Rams also received a penalty for pass interference on the same play.
Referee Alex Moore stated that this type of forceful contact in the restricted area is rare.
The Cowboys did not dispute the call, understanding the rules regarding the sideline area.
Lamb was unharmed and seen laughing about the incident with teammates.
Quarterback Joe Milton confirmed Lamb's well-being after seeing him walking.
Coach Schottenheimer expressed displeasure with the Cowboys' overall discipline in the game.
The team had 11 penalties for 83 yards, including pre-snap and other avoidable infractions.
Schottenheimer highlighted the importance of avoiding penalties in the National Football League.
The Cowboys ultimately settled for a field goal on that drive after the penalties.
The incident occurred during the second quarter while Joe Milton III was playing quarterback.
The Cowboys lost the preseason game to the Rams by a score of 31-21.
Rondale Moore suffered a significant injury to his left knee in the preseason game against the Houston Texans.
This injury occurred on Moore's very first play back, after missing the entire 2024 season due to a right knee injury.
Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell described the situation as heartbreaking, pending the results of an MRI.
Moore has had a history of injuries since being drafted by the Arizona Cardinals in 2021.
He missed 9 games in 2022 due to various ailments.
He also missed all of 2024 after dislocating his right knee while in training camp with the Atlanta Falcons.
Moore signed a 1-year contract with the Vikings this offseason.
He was expected to be the team's punt returner and a potential number 4 receiver.
The injury occurred on a punt return where he was tackled by Texans linebacker Jamal Hill.
Hill tackled Moore as he ran out of bounds after a 2-yard gain.
During the tackle, Hill pulled Moore awkwardly over his left leg.
Trainers quickly brought out a cart for Moore.
Moore's frustration was evident as he slammed his hands on the cart.
The sound of the impact could be heard throughout the stadium.
O'Connell expressed his sympathy for Moore and assured him of the team's support.
O'Connell also spoke with the officiating crew about whether the tackle was illegal.
He stated that he needed to review the tape before making a determination.
However, he acknowledged that the tackle appeared to have characteristics of an illegal hip drop tackle.
Liz Loaza explains her reasoning for ranking Raiders rookie Ashton Jeanty higher than Eagles star Saquon Barkley in fantasy football drafts.
This discussion is particularly relevant for those preparing for the 2025 fantasy football draft season.
ESPN Fantasy provides a comprehensive draft guide with rankings, projections, and mock drafts.
This guide caters to both seasoned fantasy players and newcomers.
It offers resources such as cheat sheets, player projections, and depth charts.
Various rankings are available, including staff consensus, superflex, and dynasty.
Mock drafts for different league formats are also provided.
The guide features expert analysis on sleepers, busts, and breakouts.
Eric Karabell presents his Do Draft and Do Not Draft lists.
Liz Loaza highlights potential league-winning drumbeat players.
The guide also analyzes players with high skill but limited opportunities.
Late-round flyers and breakout candidates are identified by analysts.
Statistical insights and red flag players are also discussed.
The guide offers advice on player schedules and potential bounce-back candidates.
Lamel Collins is back with the Dallas Cowboys for a 3rd time, hoping to secure a roster spot.
Before his workout with the team, Collins told Dak Prescott's daughter, MJ, that he would protect her father.
Collins played for the Cowboys from 2015 to 2021 and briefly returned to their practice squad in 2023.
He rejoined the team after injuries impacted the offensive line during this year's training camp.
Collins started 71 of 74 games in his initial stint with Dallas before joining the Cincinnati Bengals in 2022.
He started 15 games for the Bengals but suffered a torn ACL and MCL, sidelining him for the remainder of the season.
He spent the 2024 training camp with the Buffalo Bills, but did not play in any regular season games.
At 32, Collins admitted there were times he thought his NFL career might be over.
Collins emphasized his faith and dedication to the recovery process.
He expressed his desire to return to Dallas, calling it home and where his heart is.
Collins stated he is currently at 300 pounds, his lightest weight since high school, and his knee is healthy.
He will play right tackle but can also play inside if needed, currently wearing number 72.
He hopes to reclaim his customary number 71 if he makes the final roster.
Collins attended the retirement ceremonies of former teammates Zach Martin and Tyron Smith.
He told them he was not ready to retire and would continue playing.
He expressed his support for them and their transition to the next phase of life.
It is difficult to keep up with all the fantasy football information published during the summer.
It can be challenging to remember every player you are interested in drafting.
This cheat sheet will help you stay prepared for your fantasy football drafts.
It is also helpful for those who do not have time to read extensive draft preparation materials.
This resource provides a curated list of players discussed during the preseason.
This cheat sheet includes rankings and analysis of various player categories.
You can find more in-depth analysis in our fantasy football draft guide.
The cheat sheet includes sleepers, busts, rookies, backups, and value picks.
This printable cheat sheet is a valuable tool for your draft preparation.
It is a convenient way to access key information quickly.
You can use this cheat sheet to make informed decisions during your draft.
This resource will help you select the best players for your fantasy team.
The cheat sheet aggregates information from various preseason rankings and articles.
It provides a concise summary of important players to consider.
You can use this resource to compare players and identify potential targets.
This cheat sheet can help you win your fantasy football league.
Derrick Henry nearly reached a second 2,000-yard rushing season, falling short by only 79 yards.
Despite this achievement, his average draft position is significantly lower than Saquon Barkley, who did reach the milestone.
Henry offers significant value in the second round, considering his consistent top 5 finishes in fantasy football.
He has achieved this feat 5 times in the past 6 seasons, demonstrating a stronger track record than Saquon Barkley.
Brock Purdy experienced a decrease in touchdown passes from 2023 to 2024, despite increased rushing attempts.
David Montgomery maintained consistent yardage and touchdown production over the past 2 seasons, despite a timeshare.
Tyreek Hill experienced a decline in performance in 2024 due to injuries, after 2 highly productive seasons in Miami.
Mike Evans has consistently surpassed 1,000 receiving yards in each of his 11 National Football League seasons.
Jakobi Meyers is often undervalued in drafts, despite consistently scoring as a top 20 wide receiver.
His production remains steady even after transitioning from New England to Las Vegas, with a potential for improvement.
Travis Kelce, despite his age and a statistically weaker season, remains a valuable tight end option.
He still ranked among the top 5 tight ends in fantasy scoring last season and had high red zone target volume.
Investing in rookie tight ends like Colston Loveland or Tyler Warren can be a viable strategy in later rounds.
Evan Engram and Tucker Kraft are potential bounce-back candidates at the tight end position as well.
Isaiah Likely could emerge as a prominent receiving option for the Baltimore Ravens.
Participating in mock drafts is crucial for evaluating players and refining draft strategies.
Personal analysis and intuition should guide draft decisions, allowing for variations in player valuations.
Preparing a personal draft list based on individual analysis and mock draft experiences is recommended.
Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, has developed a ready-to-drink cold brew coffee called Throne Sport Coffee.
This venture stems from Mahomes' own coffee dependency, which began during his rookie season to stay focused during Andy Reid's lengthy offensive meetings.
Initially, Mahomes added sugar to his coffee, but after advice from then-starting quarterback Alex Smith, he switched to black coffee for health reasons.
Mahomes is not just the face of the brand, he is the lead investor and second-largest stakeholder, actively involved in its development and growth.
He partnered with beverage industry veteran Michael Fidele, who previously worked with Kobe Bryant on the Body Armor sports drink.
The beverage industry is highly competitive, with hundreds of new brands launching every year, making success challenging.
Mahomes draws inspiration from other athlete entrepreneurs like LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and Alex Rodriguez.
He sees business as a similar form of competition to sports.
Throne Sport Coffee is designed to be a healthy option with low calories, low sugar, natural caffeine, and added vitamins and amino acids.
Mahomes actively participates in promotional events for the brand, meeting with retail executives and sharing his passion for the product.
He hosted an event for retail executives from national grocery and convenience store chains.
Attendees were impressed by Mahomes' commitment and involvement in the product development.
He emphasizes that he is not merely a spokesperson, but is actively involved in growing the business.
Mahomes tested the product extensively during the 2023 season, seeking feedback from teammates and ensuring it met his performance needs.
The coffee is now a staple in the Chiefs' quarterback room, with a rule that anyone who takes a coffee must replace it.
Throne Sport Coffee has expanded its distribution from 3,500 stores in 25 states to 6,500 stores, and is now available at Whole Foods Market.
The connection between a Super Bowl champion quarterback and coffee may not be immediately obvious, but Mahomes' genuine involvement sets this venture apart.
Mahomes sees his business ventures as a potential path for his post-playing career.
He views this as more than just an endorsement, stating his desire for it to be his life after football.
Mahomes acknowledges the risk of failure but expresses confidence in the product and his ability to market it effectively.
The 2025 college football season is approaching, and NFL scouts are preparing for the 2026 draft.
Scouts will be visiting colleges, evaluating prospects, and building their draft boards.
This article highlights 12 schools with significant NFL draft talent, categorized into 3 tiers.
Penn State is in Tier 1, with Drew Aller as their top prospect at quarterback.
Alcala returned for his senior season after considering the 2025 draft.
Scouts are interested in his potential, but want to see more consistency.
Clemson, also in Tier 1, features Peter Woods as a top defensive tackle prospect.
Cade Klubnik, Clemson's quarterback, enters his 3rd season with high expectations.
Oregon, another Tier 1 school, added offensive tackle Isaiah World through the transfer portal.
World is highly regarded and could be a first-round pick.
Texas, the last Tier 1 school, has Anthony Hill Jr. as a top linebacker prospect.
Arch Manning is draft eligible but unlikely to declare for the 2026 draft.
Tier 2 includes Alabama, with Kadion Proctor as a top offensive tackle.
Georgia also falls in Tier 2, featuring linebacker C.J. Allen as a top prospect.
Notre Dame and Ohio State round out Tier 2, with Jeremiah Love and Caleb Downs as top prospects, respectively.
Tier 3 includes LSU, Arizona State, Texas Tech, and Indiana.
That's a wrap on this week's NFL Blitz Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more gridiron fire and fearless breakdowns.
Thanks for tuning in to NFL Blitz Talk. Catch you next time.